live on Serenity TV. Make sure you tune in. Thank you.
Is it recording?
Yo, and welcome back to the corner. It's your boy Chris Breezy. You know what it is.
Nah, man.
It's your boy Ora. You know, Twitter artist on IG, and we got your girl here.
Layla, catch me on IG at Negro
You know what it is. Unfortunately, he's missing.
We miss you.
We miss you, bro.
Wherever you are.
You gotta come back.
Come back, bro. It's been quiet. It's been
bro
quiet.
Is having some problems at home, so he gotta
head out
and fix them. He's coming back in like a week's time, so I don't know when y'all gonna see him, but hope to see you soon, Brian.
Yeah.
Anyway, starting off the episode with the famous question. How was y'all's day?
Week.
How was yours week?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start off, guys. My week was pretty chilled. Low-key not that busy, so I'm happy. But my chat is, it was quiet because obviously, my bestie.
The yapper is not here.
He's not here, so it was quiet. People were not, feeling it. It was way too quiet, but we miss you though. Yeah, but it was pretty chill.
Y'all sound like such like y'all feel like y'all make it sound like he died, wait.
Bro,
no,
like y'all make me feel like this so much.
Not the same.
Recording without him is not the same. This is the first time actually.
I get, but like this looks like so emotional for y'all, cause like it's like he just passed away.
Nah.
But nah, dog, dude just left due to like family shandy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How was your week, man?
How was my week?
Behind the camera.
Bro. You know how my week's been, dog. Finished exams on Friday.
Congratulations.
Free.
Yeah.
Did you pass?
We are still yet to get our freaking.
Did you pass?
Of course I passed. How failure does not exist to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Type shand. But like yeah, I've had a bit of a crisis, like psychologically during the week. So I decided I was gonna sit down and really play back how shit has gone, and I took a decision on it,
Yeah.
That's good, bro.
That's good, bro.
I actually aligned with one of our topics, but Gadi, how's
my
your
week? My week was chilled at first, and then I had to go to my dad's. I had an appointment with a dermatologist. If you don't know, I have eczema, so I had to treat that. It's going good. It's been like busy, but not busy. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So guys, as y'all know, the corner is very
Shenanigans.
not really shenanigans, but like it's very infamous
Yeah.
for really talking about like relationships, right?
Yeah.
And
Ish, man. Every week.
every week,
Don't get
Guys,
tired.
I feel like
Don't get tired.
we're the love doctors,
yeah, because the corner has Riz Academy, which teaches you how to deal with talking to girls, and then the rest of the corner is just telling you how to get past like a relationship or issues within your
Or
relationship.
how
Yeah.
to maintain it.
That too.
Type shandy,
So.
right? So, as I said earlier, like the crisis I had has allowed me to like sit down and really reflect, right? And I realized that because the shit I thought about was
Actually, you know what? Come sit right here, bro.
Nah, I'm good.
Come sit right here. No,
I'm good
come
behind
sit
the
right
camera.
here, bro.
I gotta man the camera, bro.
It's fine, we'll check it.
Yo, niggas ain't serious. Oh my days.
Right here, bro.
Who's gonna mend the camera?
Exactly.
Don't
Ain't
worry
nobody
about
gonna
it,
man
we'll
the
check.
camera, bro.
Check the time, babe.
Oh my days, bro.
Okay. So like
Oh my god.
every few minutes he has to go back.
Yeah, okay, I'll check the time. But yes, man. Hi.
This is Kukano.
AKA the Jester.
Yes, but like as I was saying, right? I had decided, cause like I had been recently talking again with an old love interest, if I were to say it like that, or let me just say my ex, right? And the more we spoke, the crisis like continued, and I really realized like I gotta stop talking to like people who I used to have a thing for, cause I could possibly go back. Now that aligns with our topic, which is why you should not go back to your toxic ex. Some of y'all have been doing this recently. I can't. I've seen your
and people take it as like that one ex they always go back to.
as in, that one ex we will forever love. We don't care, bro. Stay away from that person.
It is not healthy. It is not healthy. If you want to heal and move on and get someone better, do not go to your ex. They're not the way. You are not moving forward if you keep moving back.
Yeah,
Check.
exactly. I was about to say, do not look for the future in the past.
Yeah.
So like, for those of y'all who have been in toxic relationships, I'm sure, have you?
Nah.
You haven't been in toxic relationships?
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah.
You have?
But have you?
I have not.
You have not. When you're way too healthy, dog, that's concerning. But
It's not concerning. It's good.
No, but like, okay, it's good, but like to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But anyways, to us who have been in toxic relationships, y'all know how it goes down.
I know how it goes.
You've witnessed how most of them go down to your
Yeah.
friends, right? So, if your friend, for example, was to be talking to their toxic ex, right? Like I am now, right? It's very concerning. Because now you've seen what the breakup did to that person, and now you're afraid if they go back and it doesn't work out again, it's gonna break down whatever progress they had. You get what I mean? So now I have a question for you, right? What advice do you do if like maybe there's still something there for that ex? Like I have a question for you.
I think the thing is about like people, they don't get like they don't get to talk about the breakup that they went through, so they still go back.
Facts.
So I feel like you just need to talk about it, talk about how the situation went down. Say that I don't resent you for this and that, or I'm not upset about how things went down. I wish it could have went down better, but unfortunately things went down. So I feel like talking about the situation and how it went down with that person, and then clarifying that we are completely done and moving on, making sure that they don't come back and you don't come back. You need to make it like, affirmative, right? So initially when you do that, I feel like it's easier to move on and not really think about them, So when you end it properly, I feel like you can move on quickly and heal better.
Okay.
I always think like I always stick to this, man. There's a healing process for a reason, guys. You should like take time to get over the person, learn yourself more, love yourself more before you love other people. Man, I always stick to that, and I'm always going to say that every time. Yeah, man.
But I feel like people initially they get into a new relationship once they end the old one, because they don't really go through that healing process, because they just like end up in a new relationship to forget about the old relationship. But then initially it feels like you're also using the current person that you're with to get over the person that you were once with before.
And then bringing up that, Ned, brings me to the past topics we had on previous episodes. That leads to insecurities. You're gonna think that your next partner is gonna do exactly what your
old partner did.
Yeah.
Which
I'm cooking today.
And you know what's funny, ne? When you do that, right, it actually breaks down trust.
Yeah.
Trust is like very hard to regain.
Which ends up and it's a whole cycle if you think about it. Because one person, for example, you get broken by your ex, right? You're in a new relationship. Now you're afraid what that person's gonna do to you, what your ex did to you, and then you end up doing it. Now you become the ex to your partner now.
Ooh,
exactly.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
the cycle continues.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I feel like most people, what I genuinely don't appreciate when it comes to like exes and new relationships, you are always bringing your ex as a topic in almost every conversation or like conflict. Your ex has some part they're playing in that conversation, but your ex is no longer there. Why is he playing a part or she playing a part in this current relationship? And girls, I'm not like majority of girls that I've like seen or heard of, it's like they bring in their ex a lot. Like, my ex used to do this and my ex used to do that. Your ex was not in the relationship. If you didn't move or heal from your ex, don't get into a new relationship to talk about that person. First heal. Tell that person, look, it's over. What we went through, it was bad. Done and dusted. Don't bring your ex into the new relationship. And especially with the next partner, it's like he or she will feel like, why you keep bringing your ex? It's like you miss your ex.
You miss your ex. You're always thinking about that ex.
Exactly.
Whenever we do stuff together, it's like he's on the back of your mind.
Exactly.
It's a good thing, right, to like know about. Okay, one thing I must know, right, when like bringing up your ex in your current relationship, it's good and it's bad at the same time. It's good for your partner in the sake of like, you know, if I ask my partner like, how did your last relationship end? What was the cause of it? Dun, 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 dun.
See, you asked.
You asked. And that's in the sake of like, you want to know how to love your partner better than your ex. You know what not to do and you want to know what to do.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're going.
Exactly. But if your partner's on some like, my ex used to do this, my ex used to do that.
And you didn't even ask?
That's the issue.
That is
Cut
the
it,
issue.
bro. Cut it, bro.
Yeah, you couldn't remember.
Game out.
Or one.
So I feel like, yeah, that also like...
Dive deep into it. And
I feel like it also ruins most relationships as well. That's the reason why most relationships, they don't work out, because someone in that relationship is still thinking about their ex.
that's the issue. And so I always look at people and want some like for example, I'm not gonna lie, I used to do this in high school, right? I stopped, but like I used to do this in high school where like I would break up with a girl after the relationship would happen. We break up not even 2 weeks, like a week and a half max. You'd find me with another one. He knows this for certain. Woman knows this for certain. He's seen this happen to me. Even Brian knows this for certain. He's seen this. Like I was hopping around from relationship to relationship because in my head I'm on some like, I don't really need to heal. You know what I mean? Don't shake your head at me.
I'm sorry.
I was young.
You were young.
I
It's
was
fine.
young. Okay, I stopped. But like moving on though, right, from the topic as it is, right? We all know how like vele when you dive deep into like toxic relationships, they brought up insecurities.
And jealousy at the same time.
And hey, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, insecurity creates jealousy, and jealousy feeds on to the insecurity, which creates more jealousy. See, it's like a feed me, I feed you type of situation, right? One cannot live without the other, which is actually our next topic, right? And now I want to dive deep into y'all's personal things, right? What do you feel like in a relationship could create jealousy or insecurity?
I feel like identifying past experiences leads to like insecurities and jealousy. Because like I said before, that well, like when you like break up with someone to get in a new relationship fast, not even healing, you're gonna think that someone. I'm repeating basically what I just said.
Really,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but like no, okay, on your side before I get to the question.
I go through healing processes and stuff. So initially I don't get insecurities or like I don't feel jealous because I feel like me being the healthy person that I am, I don't have to feel a certain way about the next person. But I feel like if they do something that causes me to feel jealous, it'll be the fact that they do too much with a certain person, or how they do, you pass the limits of like friendship and whatnot. Then I'll be like, okay, you are not, you're not telling this person to stop. You're not telling this person that you have a girlfriend. That's when the thoughts will be like, okay, is he serious about the relationship? Is he with this girl right now?
Or is he just playing games?
But I never question it because I have a lot of trust in people, and it doesn't really end up in a bad way. So yeah,
Sometimes.
majority of times.
Sometimes.
Majority of times.
Okay.
I say.
But
What about you?
But me dog, it's I don't know. On my side, dog, there's like not really a lot you can do to like really make me jealous. Cause like I don't get jealous easily. The moment I see you do something that you think is gonna make me jealous, I just lose interest. You know what I mean? Cause I'm on some like, if you're here to play games and do this to get a reaction out of me, it's better than we just cut our losses and end it. Cause now I'm not here to play games. If I want to be with you to love you,
Just talk to them. I'm not
I
here
do.
for games and stuff
Yeah.
like that. If they still continue, then
that's right.
That's when you end it.
Hence I always say like, if I can sit down with you and have a talk about the ethics and morals of this relationship, right? and you bridge those, like, you break those morals on your own and you move past them, I'm gonna look at you in a way, Amanda, like, there's no way me and you can continue this. You know what I mean? Because you're here for games, I'm here for love. We're here for two different things, you and I. So, best cut our losses, we stop wasting our time and dip.
Stop that, guys. They too married.
They too married, guys. Dog, it's the way of the Bible. You know what I mean? Like, also, yeah, I forgot to tell you, I've become more religious now through that whole.
Yeah, I heard in the study when you were.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, damn.
It
really is a Sunday, hey?
Nah, dude, like, I've become more. I've really like decided to like sit down and really scope out my surroundings within life. But yeah, cause like now I look at it like, right, what's something that you feel like if your partner did exactly, whether for example if you're in a relationship or you being in your current marriage, what would it's the same.
Y'all know it's marriage.
I acknowledge your stuff, right, my boy. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But like, what do you feel like your pookie would do that would make you like jealous or like create insecurities within your head?
That's a tough one, yeah. That's a tough one. I feel like if like she treats me like she treats everybody how she treats me, it shouldn't be the same. For me, that's how I feel.
Okay. But like, give me an example of what you mean by that. Because there's certain things where like, when you look at it, it may feel like that, but it's due to the fact that like, it's due to instinct from her being single or something, you know what I mean?
Oh, example, I don't know, man. Because this never happened. I don't know, man. I gotta think about it, but
we'll move on to you. What's something you feel like if you were in a relationship and your partner did, it would create some form of like insecurity? Like, oh my god.
It's a tough question.
It's a tough question, right?
actually, yeah.
But like, it really lets you think about the type of relationship you shouldn't have. You get what I mean?
Explain.
Think about it, right?
Yeah, guys.
Think about it. The question I'm asking you now lets you know what you don't want in a partner and what type of relationship you must avoid. See what I mean? Hence I ask you, like, you should avoid situations where your partner tries to make you jealous or bruise insecurity. So now we're trying to let you, potentially your soulmate could be watching this. So.
Can I add my 2 cents?
Yeah.
I feel like that should be something that you get to before you even get into a relationship with that person.
Yeah.
It's things that you should see from the beginning. That if while we're in the talking stage and you're doing certain things and I feel insecure and I feel jealous, it's either we're gonna iron it out before we get into a relationship, and if you don't want to iron it up, then I'm out.
Don't let the love.
And I feel like it's easier to get out of the talking stage
than
rather than
being
in the relationship.
Yeah.
So, but there are people out there, guys. You are not loyal to your talking stage if you are having other talking stages. Like that's
one thing I hate about this generation.
Like if you are going through a talking stage, be loyal to that one talking stage. Please do not have multiple talking stages, because now you're just creating options for yourself, and then you're also creating like, should I go with this one, this one, or this one?
Personally, if I'm an option, don't pick me. Bro.
Exactly.
Can I oppose?
I
want to oppose.
I feel targeted right now.
Okay, you want to oppose? Why?
I've never been that type of person. Like every single, like when I'm single, right?
Yeah.
I go through toxic phases. Like my last single phase, he knows, yeah. Hey, I had a full
Even
on.
how you met your hand was through the toxic phase.
Yeah, I had a full on roster. And when I met her, the first week we spoke, I was still talking to the other girls I was talking to. And then once I realized that, hey, I actually F with you, that's when I got rid of everyone else. So I wouldn't say from the beginning of the talking stage I'll only focus on you. But later, as we keep talking, I will get rid of everyone else and focus on you.
Yeah.
It won't be like the whole talking stage. Now I have options.
And then when you start dating, then I can't.
No, yeah.
I guess it's fine in the beginning, but I mean like
throughout.
Yeah.
Like having multiple talking stages will actually like confuse a person and make people options. People don't want to be options, guys. People don't want to be options.
Yeah, but it depends.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
Exactly.
But guys, it depends.
It doesn't depend.
No.
What does it depend on?
How long is that talking stage?
I'm just saying be
Can
honest.
go for a
I just say
really,
be
really long
honest.
But I'm
time.
just saying be because even me with my current, I was honest with her from the beginning. Like when we
Yeah.
met, I told her, look, bro,
I'm not looking for something.
I'm not looking for something serious. I'm in my playing phase right now. I'm talking to a whole lot of other girls. There's even a text message that we laugh about till this day where I told her that if you came to me asking for a serious relationship, I was going to play you. I told her on WhatsApp.
The thing is, you were honest with
yeah,
her.
that's what I'm saying. Be honest with the person.
I've seen that message.
Nah,
Bro,
like,
I wanna laugh at that message.
But that's the thing, when you are also honest, like some people are really not honest. They know they're there for games, man, but they don't mention it. And then they play their games with this person, and then they dip, and then they play other games with other people. But
guys, it's not a flex, guys.
it's not a flex. That too, it's not a flex.
It's not
'Cause
flex.
people make it a flex. Like, oh yeah, I got 2-3 rosters or like 10
not.
rosters and whatnot.
I don't like that. But me, in my case, right, with the last talking stage I had,
When was it?
don't
I wanna know when was it?
Don't ask like you were here to witness it all, Malome.
Now I know.
How? Yeah. Which was I'm
I
a
thought
caller.
it was a relationship.
It was something else. That's why I'm talking. And not even I can describe it anymore. Hey, she still has my bracelet, by the way. I'm gonna need that shit back. But yeah, I'm gonna call her by the nickname so she doesn't, so nobody knows her actual name. Y'all know her though. Belle, right? Don't ask why the name Belle.
Belle.
I'll answer that question off camera.
Continue, bro.
There's Belle, right? Belle, I told her straight away, like, dude, I don't know what you're looking for, nah. I'm down for whatever, but like, I'm gonna let you know, like, it can't be serious straight out the gate. Cause I know myself. Cause what if I take it full on seriousness right now, and it doesn't end up well, and then there's somebody else who shows me, who treats me in the way that like I wanted my relationships to be like.
Has she treated you like that though?
Oh hell. But thing was,
What makes you say that?
thing was, man. I've had moments when I've said this like, man, seriously and as a joke, right? I said, what, like, any woman who can acknowledge the thought of like taking care of me in any type of way, right? Whether it's like when you go out and buy snacks, you buy me something. Whether it be a chippies, a stock sweets, whatever. Could even be a pengo or Fiza, right? The thought of like you thought about and you catered to me for a bit, right? Lets me know that you really fuck with me, right? That's the best way you can get to me, and I start taking you seriously. She didn't do that. She wasn't open, right? Like what's like the way she really felt.
Was she not open because she was not comfortable, or she was just not open?
She wasn't open in the sense of like what she tell me when she was with her friends and when we're alone. Like for example, me and her would talk over the phone while she's with her friends, right? She acts like she don't give a fuck. Like she acts like she doesn't care at all, right? But then when she's alone, she'll call me and then we'll talk as if we're all lovey-dovey and everything.
Thing is, does she feel comfortable with talking like that in front of her friends?
I get that.
Gotta think about it.
I got that part. That part I even understood to a point, right? I understood. But like, it's to a certain degree where we even sat down and spoke about this on some like, yo. Like the night we actually had a phone call and said, yo, we are going in too fast. She said, I think we should just be friends and try to get to know each other more and see what happens. Right? I said, no problem. Because I'm on some like, since we've met, I told her I'm not going to force you to do something you don't want to do. Who am I to do such? You know what I mean? So, to a certain degree, she was with her friends on that call, right? The first phone call, right? But I agreed with her. She had no problem. She had no issue. Yeah, she hangs up, right? And then she calls me back when she's alone this time. She's on some like, wait, I don't like how we just went into this decision when it was all my decision. I want to know what your take on it. I want some like, honestly, what we're doing already is what you're trying to do, but like, ours was like more catering to the both of us. Your decision is more catering to you. But I'm on some like, I want you to be comfortable whether or not like we're together or not. For in the sake of like, shit doesn't work out and your friends want to meet up with my friends. Now, what must to happen when we're left alone too and there's awkwardness? See what I mean? I'd rather you know her like we went your way and the choices you made led and the results you are dealing with are all on your consciousness. You know what I mean? Yeah. So she said, no, what exactly did you want to do? I said, not dude. I would have rather we kept on what we were doing and we got to know each other as well, because I know for a fact that what we were doing, it was going to lead to us having an actual relationship that was very serious. And whether or not, I know for a fact we could have been together even if after a year there was still going to be stuff I'm learning about you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then she said, isn't there a way we can blend? I was like, no, there's really not. Because I thought about it once, I'm like, there's no really a way where we can blend it without it ending in like a way that there's problems later on in the future, right? And then now straight up and honest with it, like, I will respect your decision, but we're gonna go with your decision. I respect it. The only thing I ask for is in the event that somebody else comes in and piques my interest, I may not deal with any backlash or problems. See what I mean?
At least you told her though.
And niggas are sleeping on you in front of your genius stuff. Yes, yes.
When you go through shit, you become emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been going through shit since the 8th grade, man. High school was a development day.
I feel like it's just society in general. We're just confused, especially our age of people, because you have people who want to date for marriage, these people who just want to play.
I feel like it's just rare to find people that date for marriage.
Yeah.
And the majority of people are just, getting into a relationship just because, or like everyone is in a relationship except me, I should also get into one, and then they get into one, but they're not really serious about it. And then they're just there for the vibes, not for the long-term situation.
I think I don't know if y'all gonna get this, but never go shopping when you're hungry. You might grab the wrong thing.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
Also, guys, I feel like people don't get acknowledged enough, especially when they do a lot of things in the relationship. Like when you do so much for a person and they don't acknowledge it and they just scoff it off. Like,
And I say, I never asked you to do that.
I asked you to do that.
But when I win.
I took the time out of my day so that when now you can be happy, you can go out with me, I can spoil you, I can do this and this with you. And then when you say, who asked you to do that? Who told you to do that? You don't have to do that. They're showing how much they love you and how much they respect you, and they want to see you happy, so they go through and through to make sure that you are happy. But then at the end of the day, when you mention it or something, sometimes you don't even mention it. They won't even bring it up to say thank you.
I'm gonna clip this.
You wanna know something funny?
You seem like you have something to say.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, you wanna know something funny? Bambi actually hit me with that shit, though. I never asked you to do that for me, though.
Who?
Bambi.
Mama, my ex. Ola from Fed.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, I had to learn that. Like, to actually acknowledge someone doing things for me.
I also have to learn that.
I'm someone who, I do a lot. So I always go extra mile in doing anything. So when you don't do it at the same level as me, it seems like, I feel like it's kind of one-sided. It's lopsided now. I'm doing more than you're doing. But you actually are doing something. It's just that I don't see it. So I had to learn to see the things that you do. Because at the end of the day, if let's say I'm buying you flowers, there's certain things that you're going to do. You're not going to buy me flowers too.
Yeah.
We love differently. We show our love differently. So I had to learn to actually see the ways in which you care for me are actually different to the ways I'm going to care for you.
Yeah.
And it's tough, bro. To actually learn to see it.
I had to learn too, bro.
Oh.
And thing is, with me, it was the situation of like the way I show my interest to someone. It's like, it's very little. But let me just say, guys, the little things matter, please. The little things matter.
They do.
So, like with me initially, it's like I used to talk about myself a lot in the relationship. And then when they used to talk about themselves, it'll be like I didn't really listen. But then the next thing I did, I was like, okay, let me actually, because of like past relationships, let me learn from them. I took the time, I learned from it in my healing process. And then in the recent relationship or whatnot, I would try to talk mostly about them. Like, okay, what do you want? What do you like? What do you like? Mostly let them talk about themselves. But then initially it's like they don't see, or they wouldn't see that why am I asking about them so much? Why am I not talking about myself? But initially I used to talk about myself, which was a problem. So then I started letting them like talk about themselves. But they wouldn't see that, you see. the little things matter, guys. Oh, they matter.
It was a
But-
tough topic.
It is.
Because like the more I hear I talk, I'm on some like the more
I'm
I
always
listen to it.
tearing up.
Like literally, the more I hear like speak on this, I'm on some like
Should be an event.
I need more women to like talk about themselves. Because like you see the way she talks, man, when she's
Bro.
off camera. It's so interesting because I'm always here like listening to her talk. Because not I like listening to people talk, right? If we're in like a relationship and having a conversation, right? So I always sit down, and even if you hit me with some, I'm sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm gonna hit you with.
Nah, bro, continue.
Continue.
Keep going.
You see that thing, that trend where I always see with women where they say when a man is talking about his interests and I just listen and I'm enjoying. We feel the same way too. Like
Yeah.
I want you to tell me about the things that pique your interest, even if it's some TV series that you're watching
Yeah.
and that
Even
guy
if you
cheated
saw-
on the girl.
If you saw a bird on the roof, tell me, bro.
Bro, like-
Bro.
Hence, I always like it when like if I ask my significant other, "How was your day?"
Mm.
I don't want to say, I don't want to hear my day was fine.
Yeah,
I want to
wanna
hear,
hear-
I got up
So
today.
I got up today
Yeah.
this time.
I ate some
fatigue.
I ate some porridge. You know,
That's
Watch
exactly what we
cartoons,
do.
like, we want
We
to
had
hear
to
that.
sometimes like you have to learn it.
You
You
grow.
know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
have to like for us in the beginning it was how was your day? My day was
That's
good.
good. How about
Child.
you?
But now these days like we actually spoke about it, we're like, hey yo, tell me about your whole day. Tell me you did this. Tell me you saw an ant and you were like, oh my,
Oh my
lord.
god, I stepped on it.
You see
Bro,
those small
like-
details, they actually matter. Like people will actually listen and take the time out of
I
their
feel
day
like
to
it
be
puts
like, oh wow,
you in
okay.
it too.
Yeah, and it keeps the
Yeah.
spark alive in
Yeah,
the
that's
relationship.
true,
Because I remember,
She's gonna watch this video.
because I remember, man, there was a relationship I was in last year, right? She asked me how was my day. I told her word for word what went down during the day. So I woke up, went to school, I met you, we hung out. On the way back home, I found a really cool stick that looked like a sword. I even sent her a picture of the stick and it was like so
It's not
nice.
that matter, bro.
And like, I haven't told her like on my way home when I got off the bus. On my way home, I got chased by a chihuahua. That was funny. Like, you know, I almost tripped being chased by that chihuahua. Like, you see, it creates humor on its own, and like you're just there, like, oh my days.
Okay, it's communication as well.
We all gotta grow in it, bro. Like, grow with each other, bro.
Talk a lot, even if it's not really interesting, just talk. You know,
Which
you'll
actually-
find some interest in it.
What I love about us talking about this is actually going to lead us into our next topic that you're actually showing me right now, which what I love is actually like personal growth and change. Because we actually covered a bit of it as it is.
Brava, do I not know a lot about that?
So it's not gonna be like a long topic.
Because we actually covered a
Covered
bit
a
of
lot.
it
Yeah.
from the last topic. But like, can I state one thing, right? That I love about like, that I've actually learned to like observe and analyze
My
from
windows
people.
are closed.
You good though?
It's hard, bro.
Good.
But it's chill.
Is that you as a person, right? You go through personal growth that you don't notice, but others do. So like, when you realize that it really is freaky when you sit down and actually realize
Think
how
about
much you, when you think about how much you've changed from, for example, from a breakup you went from a guy who's constantly smiling to a guy who's always serious. You don't notice it, but like you're there. You went from yep, yeah, to silence. See what I mean? So like now I know from y'all's end, right? As an individual, like how do you really embrace the change that you've gone through the moment somebody mentions it?
I feel like me, I always keep track of my personal growth. So some people, yeah, they do notice it, and when they bring it up, I already know about it, and I tell them what's going on, why am I acting different and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I always like keep track of it.
Okay. So like what changes? Okay, comparing you from last year to you now.
Yes.
What do you think is the difference? Now, I want to know. Also on your end, I'm gonna ask you that question.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
Now, I wanna,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you're the one who keeps track
Yeah.
with it. So like, we wanna know. You said you keep track with it. So we wanna know. Like comparing yourself from last year to now, what's really the difference?
I was very lazy last year. I wouldn't like do a lot. Now like I take time to do things. Wake up, do my bed. Last year I would wake up and just go watch TV and eat. Yeah, it's a small change, but it's a change at the end of the day.
rather move by an inch than I'm moving on. Type shit. Okay.
With me, guys, I'm still growing, man. I'm still going through changes, but from last year to this year, I feel like I grew more this year as well. Like last year was just like the starting point. This year's like
same.
you know, I'm initially still doing it, but like it's more this year than last year. And also getting into school opened up my mind to like different kind of personalities that are out there, you know, different kinds of people, how they act. You know, there are people out there that are very snacks, you know, and now you know how to deal with them.
Where did I get an image of a person that she was mentioning in my head?
I think you all know, but like initially, because last year I was always in...
Come on, bro. I even know.
Oh yeah.
So initially,
man.
last year I was always inside the house, so I didn't really meet new people. I didn't understand how people work and whatnot. I grew on my own, like, you know, for myself. Right, but then when I got into school, I was like, okay, I need to know how to understand how people act. I need to listen to what people say. You know, I have to acknowledge that what their words are, they're worth. You know, the listening to, you know, put your points out there. How do they react when you say things that are probably like too forward or something, you know? And I love how well I grew up, like, this year. I really do. I can actually listen to a person now, like really listen and pay attention. Just not listening and like, you know, listen and like know where they're coming from, understand their perspectives, be in their shoes, you know. So that's what I love about how I'm growing. Yeah.
That's nice.
What about you, bro? How do you feel like you've changed?
I'm not going to really talk about myself. I'm just going to talk about the whole topic and like broad. I feel like change and growth is inevitable. Everyone has to go through it. As much as you want to stop it or continue being who you are, it's not gonna happen. You go through seasons, you go through changes as a person, you meet new people, you get rid of old people in your life. Everything is gonna change around you, your surroundings, how you think, your opinions, your views. A lot of things are gonna change around you. Me personally, I've went through a lot of growth. A lot. A lot. In the past year, I had to like take a step back and actually look at my life and be like, okay, who am I? What am I doing? Yeah, like I had to heal a lot of things that I was running away from, things that I was hiding, and it was difficult. And one thing I can say is being in a healthy relationship, it forces you to grow. It forces you to grow,
but
because
in a good way.
yeah, in a
like,
good way. It forces you to grow because now you're in this relationship with someone who actually cares about you and wants to be with you long term. And you're like, okay, if I also want to be long term with you, there's certain things that you have to know about me. There's certain things that I have to work on too, and there's things that we will work on together too. And it forces you to grow and to look at yourself and be like, okay, this is me, this is the wrongs I've done. Like for the longest of time, I always thought I was a very good person until I did a lot of introspection. I was like, nah, bro, I'm far from good. Like, I'm far from good. There's a lot of bad things I've done to people, you know what I'm saying, to myself personally. There's a lot of damage I've done to myself that I had to actually sit down and look at and be like, okay, how am I going to fix this? Because at the end of the day, when you're in a healthy relationship, you're not only doing it for you, but for the person you're with too, because you want to grow with that person at the end of the day. That's someone you see a future with, and how are you going to move on if you're holding back to the things that
held you down?
Exactly. So it's,
If I said Brian was here, he'd be like, run. Run.
Bro,
just like I do, I run.
Brian be like me, guys.
Bro, be like me, bro.
When you see your problems come this way, run the other way. You know, like, but like, nah, dude, it's good to know that, because like, as you said, when you're in a healthy relationship, it causes you to change and see your flaws. Which is what I feel like most people in our generation really don't want. Hence why I always look at gens who are like very healthy but are single. You know what I mean? Where I see like for example, when you were single, right? At some point, if you were to come to me and ask me like, why are you single? I would tell you straight up, like, you're not boyfriend material, you're husband material. Meaning, like, the amount of emotional intelligence that you have and love and the technique of loving people are in a way. Wait, what did you say?
Other people don't see it.
Yeah, other people don't see it, or they see it, but they don't want it because once they do and acknowledge it, they realize what like they have flaws.
Yeah,
that
and they have to
fix.
grow.
They have to
Exactly.
change.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like realizing that they're not good. They're not good. What they're dealing with isn't good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it honestly takes a big person to get into a healthy relationship because even if you believe you have no flaws, trust me, you do.
You do.
You definitely
everyone
do.
does.
It
Everyone
will
does.
show you things that you thought, bro, I would never do that. But
Baby,
once,
please watch this episode, bro, please.
but like once you're there, it's like, yeah,
Send them
bro,
a link,
I actually
bro.
have flaws, a lot of flaws that I have to work on,
Mhm.
and it's good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you don't want to know your flaws, I feel like you're limiting yourself as a person.
Yeah, you're not gonna like.
Because the best way to become a better version of you is to know everything about yourself, whether good or bad, especially the bad.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's the things that you can really work on to maximize your potential.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Guys, I got a question.
Okay.
Right?
Please.
Adapting to change in relationships from your past
To your present.
to your present.
Wait, what?
Like adapting to change. Like how you once were in your past to now in relationship wise. Like
Like for example, the way your partner loves you compared to your other exes is very different. So now you have to adapt to that. For example, you get a person like Omo or you or me or even me, right? Where
AKA Leila.
or okay,
Sorry.
Leila, sharp, sorry, nah, but like who would come at you with like real heartfelt poetic shit. Like a type of love that's real old school and poetic type, nah, that you're just not used to. For example, I've told this to somebody once I was dating, right? Like I want you to be my 7 minutes. Right? 7 minutes. And she took that as an offense at first and she says, what did you mean? I said like, no, like it makes sense. I like 7 minutes sounds offensive, right? When you think about it, but like once you explain what it means, I told her straight away, looking her straight into the eyes, I said, when I die, or when you die, right? Your brain still functions for 7 minutes,
yeah.
playing back your favorite memories in life.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
So when I ask you,
Should have not
Nah,
said
it's
that.
about that.
Good. So like, when I ask you, right, to be my 7 minutes, I'm basically asking you to like, please be my best memories, even in
Die.
death.
Should have not said that.
Why would you mean?
Where is she now?
Yo.
Yo.
Nah, bro, if someone says that to me, bro, let's go to Home Affairs now.
Boy, that's all over that.
We're getting married
Signing those.
now, bro.
Dog, like the way, the amount of like stuff that I've got pent up within me whenever I'm in a relationship, right? But I know I can't say because I'm afraid of like, if I say it, they'll feel like it's a bit too much, right? Like, I remember when Bambi even asked me how I felt about it, I told her, like, straight up, dog, man, like, dude, I would never love you with my heart or my mind. I'd rather love you with like soul and spirit. Because I know the heart will stop beating, the mind will stop operating, but the soul and spirit continues on.
No, it won't stop. Or like could overthink.
No, like think about it. When I die, the heart will stop beating, the mind will not operate. But my soul still continues to live on its own.
The soul lives on forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
So-
the body dies. It's just a vessel.
So now I want to let you know that I want to love you.
Wow!
I'm
With
sorry.
the JJK.
I was like,
Sukuna. Oh wow.
he said vessels. I was like,
Yeah, but like I want to love you
The daughter.
even past my body. Nigga, chill. God damn. But like, as I was saying, like I told her, like basically I wanted to love her in a way that even when I die, the love still continues.
I-
and I feel like some people won't get it as well. Cause like, let me just say, there are people out there, Name, that run it back to the first topic, toxic people, right? Toxic exes. So initially, your ex was toxic to you. So you are used to the toxic energy that a person gives you, right? So when you're in a new relationship that's healthy, mind you, you don't really like adapt quickly enough. You're like, wait, this person is actually like nice to me.
Somebody
How do I deal with this? You know, because normally people.
Emotional boy.
I'm kidding.
Because initially most people would be like, oh yeah, you talk too much, you should talk less, and then they put them down. And then in the next relationship, they're like, I want to listen to you more. I want to know about you more. And they're like, wait, they want to know about me? You know? So it kind of, you know, that change from it's drastic. Some people can't even adapt. And they're so used to it that they want that now, that it's their life.
I can say that's the most difficult change
is.
one can go through, because speaking from experience, I went from a very toxic relationship to a very healthy relationship, and when I got into that healthy relationship, I still had my old toxic habits that I had in the old relationship, and getting rid of that is it's hard, because it's what you're used to. It's like, okay, for example, let's say we're fighting. If we're fighting, we're not talking to each other. That's what I'm used to. And now in this healthy relationship, you want us to talk.
Yeah.
Talk about what?
Talk about what?
We shouldn't be talking for like the next 2 days, and then we'll come back. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll come back and talk about everything. And so now you have to unlearn all those toxic traits that you had in the old relationship.
Exactly.
Like, if, for example, your ex hit you with the "we need to talk" line, you know, it's chat.
Yeah.
But now your current partner, who's full on healthy on something like, yo, dude, we need to talk.
And now
you
you
think about
like,
it
I know, like, you chat. No, like, and it's on
And
something like,
they get in like, we need to talk, we not like looking good right now, we have to fix this before you go forward.
Or they pull up with like, we need to talk, and then like, what? And then it's like, yeah, we should go to the movies. We have to talk about this. And you're
No,
like, wait,
for
what?
me,
that yesterday.
you know what I was thinking about, man? Like, me, for example, I know for a fact that I hit you with it, we need to talk. And then you get scared, I'm also like, oh, talk about what? Like, dude, I have so much tea to spill. See what I mean?
I know about that, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's very interesting to see from when you like compare, well, not really compare, but when you see the type of love you used to receive and and now see the one that you're receiving now, and you see there's a big gap in between.
Yeah.
A huge gap.
Yeah.
So ladies
A
and
very
gentlemen,
huge gap.
that was, yeah, man, you gotta learn to grow and change.
And heal, guys. Do not use other
You gotta
people.
learn to not be jealous, fix your insecurities, man.
And you can fix it with that person too.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, grow and change. This was the corner,
Episode 11.
episode 11. Men replaced Brian.
You didn't replace
I want
him.
to say not replace, but like I'm feeling it. I feel it. I didn't mean to come
You are
out.
not replaceable. You hear me? You are not replaceable. Sorry. Okay.
Like,
I needed to clarify.
He
Like,
filled up the
for
spot for Brian. Brian, we miss you. Hope you come back soon.
Of
Healthy.
you.
Chris Breezy, come back.
Smiling, you know. He's not been busy, bro.
My boy.
Bro, let's just give it to him while he's not
Brian,
here. When
Brian.
when he's here, we don't give it to him. When he's not here,
Alright, Chris Brown.
Alright.
Busy.
Joshua Cardi.
Joshua Cardi.
Hey, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, you know.
Turn on
the
the bell
bell.
and turn off and be part of the post notification game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, heard
Is it
me.
recording?
Yeah.